Welcome back to US Car Review. The light gray vintage telephone service van stands as a remarkable symbol of mid-century utility design, capturing the essence of practical engineering blended with a straightforward, reliable aesthetic that defined an era of hands-on craftsmanship and essential public service work. This van, painted in a subtle yet distinctive shade of light gray, carries a humble but dignified presence that reflects the character of service vehicles once seen across small towns and metropolitan areas alike. The text, "Telephone Service," is neatly printed on the side, instantly identifying its purpose and giving the vehicle a sense of identity rooted in communication, repair work, and technical assistance. This labeling, paired with the triangular telephone service emblem, reinforces its classic utility theme and provides a nostalgic reminder of a time when telephone technicians traveled house to house, climbing poles, running cables, and connecting communities. The front of the van features a classic rectangular grille that embodies the design language of vintage commercial vehicles. Its linear pattern, set within a clean, simple frame, adds structure and symmetry to the van's appearance. Flanking the grille on each side are round headlights that offer a soft, timeless style, reminiscent of the days before angular, modern lighting designs took over automotive aesthetics. These headlights, slightly recessed and nicely aligned, contribute to the van's charming, utilitarian personality. Below them sits a chrome bumper that brings a touch of shine and durability to the front profile. The chrome adds a hint of refinement to an otherwise practical vehicle, balancing the ruggedness of utility with a polished metallic accent that captures reflections and enhances the van's visual depth. The chrome hubcaps on the wheels continue this theme, giving the van a classic, clean look that instantly evokes memories of mid-century road scenes where such vehicles were a common part of daily life. On top of the van sits a sturdy metal ladder rack, securely mounted and designed for carrying equipment essential to telephone service work. The ladder, held in place with simple brackets, signifies readiness and purpose. It symbolizes the kind of tasks telephone workers performed: climbing to reach wires, performing repairs on overhead lines, or accessing installations that required reliable tools. The ladder rack adds vertical structure to the vehicle's design, drawing the eye upward and emphasizing the van's preparedness for field service. The body lines of the van are smooth, rounded, and minimalistic, reflecting the design philosophy of the era: function first, simplicity always, and durability above all else. There are no exaggerated curves or overly complex shapes. Instead, the van relies on clean geometry and strong proportions that stand the test of time. Its side mirrors, extending outward with a subtle curved form, offer practicality and safe visibility while maintaining the straightforward aesthetic signature of classic work vans. The clear windows reveal two driver figures inside, representing the typical scene of technicians traveling together, discussing tasks, planning routes, or reviewing service requests. Their presence adds life to the van's story, turning it from a static object into a vehicle actively fulfilling its role in the world of technical service. The interior glimpses visible through the windows invite curiosity about the dashboard, steering wheel, manual controls, and simple instrumentation typical of vintage utility vehicles, elements that were designed not for luxury but for reliability and ease of use. The van's side panel is adorned with the telephone service emblem, a triangular icon that serves as a visual badge of professional purpose. The emblem's simple geometric design reflects the communication industry's structured approach to organization and service. This symbol was not just decoration, it represented trust, reliability, and public service. When people saw a van like this approaching, they knew help was on the way, whether it was a technician coming to install a home phone, fix a faulty connection, or check a cable line. The overall appearance of the van is clean, realistic, and rooted in the concept of authenticity: nothing overly stylized, nothing unnecessary. It proudly displays the honesty of its construction. The wheels sit firmly beneath the vehicle, supporting its weight and ensuring stability on various work terrains, whether rough, sandy, or urban environments. The slightly raised stance suggests that the van was built to handle practical day-to-day demands, from driving on unpaved streets to navigating narrow alleyways in busy neighborhoods. As a whole, the van represents a design era when vehicles were built with clear intention. Every line, curve, and structural choice had a purpose. Utility vans like this were not created for aesthetics alone but for the job they were meant to perform. Yet, ironically, this very simplicity gives the van its charm and timeless appeal. The soft edges, modest proportions, and balanced design make it visually pleasant and memorable. Its light gray paint, understated but beautifully coordinated with its chrome elements, has a professional quality that conveys reliability and trustworthiness, important traits for a service vehicle that handled communication installations that connected families, businesses, and local institutions. The van's vintage construction reveals a story of craftsmanship. Its metal body panels suggest durability, each contour shaped to provide strength while remaining easy to maintain. The hinges, door handles, bumper mounts, and ladder rack brackets all reflect the rugged, industrial reliability of older vehicles built to last long before disposable consumer culture became common. Engineers of that time valued longevity, making sure vehicles like these could be repaired rather than replaced. In motion, one can imagine how the van would sound: its steady engine rumble, the occasional metallic vibrations from the ladder rack, and the consistent hum of tires on pavement. It was the kind of vehicle that contributed quietly to the daily functioning of society, without glamour or spotlight, yet essential to the world's growing need for connection. The van's functional design extends to its interior, even though only a glimpse of it is visible through the windows. Vintage utility vehicles typically housed durable bench seats, simple upholstery, hard plastic knobs, and metal dashboard surfaces that were easy to clean and resistant to wear. The steering wheel likely had a solid, practical feel, built for long workdays. Instruments were simple: fuel gauge, speedometer, indicator lights, and basic radio controls. The purpose-driven interior matched the purposeful exterior. Every inch of the vehicle emphasized efficiency, reliability, and readiness. Over the decades, vans like this served countless neighborhoods. They parked in front of suburban homes, stood outside office buildings, pulled up near telephone poles, or lined up at local service stations. Their presence indicated connection, literal and figurative. They played a role in expanding communication networks, bridging distances, and supporting infrastructure that much of the modern world still depends on today. The vintage service van represents more than a mode of transport. It embodies the hardworking spirit of an earlier time, when craftsmanship, duty, and simple design shaped the tools that kept society running. Its realistic appearance, complete with modest curves, functional details, and a service-focused identity, makes it a timeless reminder of the value found in practicality and purpose. Today, such a van holds nostalgic charm, admired by collectors, enthusiasts of retro vehicles, and those who appreciate the understated beauty of functional design. Its clean lines, light gray color, and elegantly simple construction appeal to viewers who recognize the significance of its role in communication history. The combination of its rectangular grille, round headlights, chrome finishes, and recognizable emblem forms a cohesive design language that remains visually compelling decades later. Its presence is calm, steady, and unmistakably authentic. Looking at it now, the van becomes more than just a vintage service vehicle. It becomes a symbol of work ethic, reliability, and the enduring connection between craftsmanship and community service. It reflects an age when things were built with intention, when design followed function, and when vehicles like this formed the backbone of essential public services that shaped daily life. Through its appearance, details, and overall styling, the light gray telephone service van stands as a tribute to a world driven by honest labor and sincere purpose, capturing the heart of vintage industrial design and celebrating the legacy of transportation built to serve, connect, and endure. Please like and subscribe for more real videos.